I don't know why I always say hello, everybody, so weirdly. According to YouTube, I have 2 viewers, but I very much doubt I do have another viewer besides myself on my phone. If you are here, then it'd be nice if you could put something in chat. Oh, wow. I did not realize that I would get cut off so much at the beginning of the stream there. Also, my volume was super high on my phone, so I apologize for that. Just when I started, I just went, hello, everybody. I said so weird. Anyways, I guess we're just gonna code. If you saw the, oh, hello there. Yeah, I just decided I want to stream today. I put a poll, like not poll. I just put out a uh, what are they called? I put a post out just saying like, hey, if anyone would like me to stream today, I would like to stream. So that would be nice if anyone wants me to. And eventually, I just decided, nah, I'm just gonna stream. Oh well, we just started, so I am doing good. I decided I wanted to do something for fun. 'Cause why not? I might as well get myself into a coding mood today. I want to try to go for a couple of hours, but I doubt I will end up going for too long. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna make a box around. Okay, yeah, we need to be a little wonky. There we go. Now we have our little box. Very simple box. Oh, nice. What were you rendering? Because I'm quite curious to know. Yeah. While you do your thing, I'm just gonna. Okay, what should I start off with? Alright, so if you can't see the title of this project, I'm making a physics engine. And it's not going to be a very simple one. It's just a physics engine, pretty much. But it's going to be quite unique and something I haven't found on. Oh, nice. That's for an animation test. That's cool. Yeah, it's gonna be something I have never seen on Scratch, but I literally like saw a video of someone else doing it in like Python today. Except not exactly what I'm doing. It's complicated. Everything I'm doing is going to be quite complicated. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is make a list for every single ball I make. Ball. Yes. Oh, whoops, did not mean to grab that. We're going to make another list. This will be for future stuff. Linkages. Okay, there. That was my goal. I want to get people hyped for stuff like this, because that's mainly why I keep a lot of the stuff I do secret. That's also the main reason when I was originally doing this project, I had the title just like no spoilers. But then I eventually gave up on that and just decided I'm gonna start over because I did it all wrong. Okay. What was I? Crap, what variable was I making? That's right. Yes. Okay, that's nice. At least there'll be someone watching. I told my friends I would be streaming, but I don't know if they've seen the text. So I do that a lot, like the clicking with my mouth that like kind of. I'm just now realizing how much I do that whenever I record videos. Oh wait, this is the wrong. Okay, well I know one of them saw it. Oh crap! I forgot to make it not a list, a variable for this sprite only. I'm sorry. 1 second. One of my friend said, "Can't watch. Sorry. I can try, but I'm designing a 2-stage high-powered rocket right now." This is what happens when you have friends like the ones I have. I I have no idea why they're designing a 2-stage high-power rocket, but I guess they are. Okay. So, what I'm going to try to do for the basics part of this physics engine is just try to calculate ball collision, which on like flat surfaces isn't going to be that difficult, but I want the individual balls to be able to collide with each other. I have an idea on how to do that. It's just going to require an algorithm to figure out where the point of collision on another object was, assuming that the objects aren't just clipped inside of each other. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna automatically set this to 1 when we render. Here, I'm just going to make the rendering script for now. Render balls. Okay. This, yeah, ball collision. Yep. That's the nice thing about ball collision. That's the unfortunate thing about square collision, though, is that different angles just get so wonky. Luckily, with the system I'm doing, I'm never going to need squares. Hopefully. I really hope so. We will see. Okay, so we want to repeat for the length of the variable of every single baller. I have this one specific script backpacked because I, for some reason, use it so much. It's a script made by a Scratch YouTuber named Griffpatch. If you know much about Scratch, you've probably heard of this YouTuber. The reason I use it so much is just because it's the simplest version of a specific type of script. Uh, which is just, let's say we have a variable in this list. I'm going to close the backpack real quick. That is a position, a coordinate position. I don't want to have 2 lists for the x and y, so I just order it like that. Whoops. So I order it like this: 8, 0. That would, now it's there. Ah, yes, the legend of your childhood. Yeah. Uh, yeah, we want the ball to be able to go to this position. Issue, we can't just say go to this because the x and y are in the same thing. We can't say the go to scripts just that's not how that works. We can't just, it doesn't work. It just brings it to 0, 0. Honestly, if Griffpatch didn't exist, I probably wouldn't have gone into coding. I wouldn't have been inspired enough to code. Yeah. I feel like there would eventually be a time that I ended up getting into coding in the future, but yeah. Anyways, sorry. As I was saying, we need to figure out one of these values and then get the other value. That's what this script is very useful for. You've probably seen it before. It records a variable that is just a word up until a specific symbol, like for example this comma. So it will record 8, then if I have the system run again, it will record 0. So if we were to go here and we set number index to 1, if we read value, actually wait, yeah, we're going to change the ball number, which is just the index basically. Yeah, that was the right thing. I'm being dumb. Anyways, we're going to put ball number in here. So here, this output should give us 8 to start. So value should equal 8, yes, because that's the x-axis. Honestly, you might be right, but at the same time, I don't fully even know if it's the less laggy or more laggy, or I'm not exactly sure, honestly. I could just do 2 separate lists. It's just lists stack up really fast. Like for example, if we did balls X and balls Y, we already have 3 lists. And let's say we have to do another thing for more. Why did I delete that? I'll keep that. I might do it for performance in the future, but just with how fast lists pile up, it gets very concerning very quickly. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I'll just do it the other. Yeah, that's probably just better. I don't know. I just always really do that because it's just so much more convenient. But for something like this, now that I think about it, it is going to add up on lag pretty fast. Why am I... What? There we go. I have no idea what I was just doing. Yeah, multiple lists is probably the better way to do it. My bad, my bad. Oh, also I removed the... There. So now it should still give us a... Oh, wait. That's right, we're just gonna remove all this stuff. It's also useful for not using quite as many variables, typically, but... I don't know. I'm sorry, what's a tuple? One second. I see, I think. Yeah, I really like Scratch because you have to find workarounds. Workarounds? My speech patterns are very weird. Also, wait, I'm gonna... Yeah, that... I don't know why I didn't have it like this the entire time. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I can see how that could be useful to have tuples. But yeah. Okay, so... That's right, then I want to go to that position and I want to Stop. Now if I move this, huh? Why is it not? Oh, because there's nothing in. My bad, my bad. There we go. Now we have a copy of the ball. Yippee. Yeah. The best thing that we have to be able to do something quickly in Scratch is if I can just. I'm gonna. Come on. You did it 5 seconds ago. Come on. Okay. The best thing we can do is Turbo Warp in Scratch. What the crap? I use it occasionally just to run projects a tad bit faster. I also just remembered this I found on Scratch a while ago. I forgot about this. And on Turbo Warp, this is a lot less laggy than it is in Scratch. This would absolutely kill your computer in Scratch. Scratch is really inefficient, having to convert like constantly like normal code to block code. Then it's weird. Oh, oh, I see what you meant. Sorry, my bad, my bad. You just want you meant like you could just do stuff faster, which yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, as I was saying, um, that's right. I want to. There. So now what we have right here is a duplicate thing. Then we can do like. There we go. Oh wait, that's right. I'm not erasing everything every time I do this. There we go. So now we have our two. There we go. Yeah. Yay! Now we can make as many of these as we want. But currently we have to do everything manually, which I don't like. So we're gonna change that now. Uh. So how am I gonna do that? Let me think for a second. I could just have a point, or oh, that's right. I also need a way to change the position of the ball at any point in time. It also gives a very retro pixely. Yeah, it's a very good thing for bypassing clone limits, and as you said, the pixelated effect is interesting. I don't actually know if I really like the pixelated effect on most of the stuff, because I don't always want everything super pixelated. Sometimes I just want it perfectly round. There we go. We're going to full screen this again, because I forgot to do that. Oh my gosh, people are suddenly blowing up my phone. Why are they doing that? Oh, it's my friend again telling people how they design a. Oh my gosh, they genuinely are just designing a high power rocket. Like an on shape. Or, no, that is not. What is that? Is that like. I am very interested. I am confused. Anyways, I'm going to get back to the stream, because I haven't. Yeah. Yeah, my friend is a bit of a crazy person. They code stuff in Python. They are making, well, I don't know how much they've been working on it recently. They were making a like AI desktop assistant for themselves a while ago, and partially me because I would like something to help me organize stuff easier. But they are also making, as I said a while ago, they're making an OS like out of Python. I don't. It's obviously not going to run like an actual OS. It's mostly just like program stuff to do files, and it's confusing. I don't fully understand how he does stuff or why he does stuff. He is a being beyond my comprehension. Crazy? I was crazy. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting myself distracted. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I was going to make another block. Render physics. Or calculate. Yeah, I don't fully know. And they're still blowing up my phone, by the way. Okay. It turns out they're just designing it for a game. Also, yes, he uses Linux. Uh, he has talked a lot about how Linux is so much better than Windows. And if I'm being honest, I agree. I just can't switch at this point. Right. I've just used Windows for so long, it's kind of difficult to learn how to use any other system. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he uses Arch, by the way. Actually, hey, you want to see something really cool on Scratch? It's it's this little thing one of my friends found. Actually, I'm just going to go to their page. Let's see, where is it? There it is. So this is a little funny thing one of my friends found, aka the same friend that's actively modeling a rocket. Uh, it's loading. Just give it a second. Also, sorry for coughing a bunch. I'm mildly ill. Anyways, so uh, yeah. Someone just made Linux in Scratch. Seriously? Don't ask me how any of this works. I've literally never used a Linux, and I have no idea how accurate most of this stuff is. But according to my friend, it's pretty accurate. Yeah, just hire them at NASA. I never know what I'm doing around these types of people. Anyways, oh, I'm we're, we're back here now. Okay, I need to stretch a tad bit because I've sat down a lot today. I've been very bored and have been trying to figure out what to do today until I start streaming. Okay, that's right. Now we need to figure out a way to do this exact thing, this exact same thing, except to move the balls. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Actually, no. We're going to put these over here. There we go. We have Linux at home. Linux at home. It's just Linux, though, is the thing. It's literally just Linux. That is from what I can tell. Okay, what was I? That's right. I lose my train of thought so much. I I think it's partially becoming a problem. Well, to replace item. Okay. You're following a C++ tutorial for Scratch? I don't want to know how you did that. Yeah, fair. But I do not know how the crap you would follow a C++ tutorial for Scratch. I've never done any C++ stuff, so I wouldn't know. That always sucks when there's a glitch you never can find. It's unfortunate. Anyways, what was it? That's right. I remembered what I was doing, finally. Yeah. We want to do ball Y move. What? What? There we go. My gosh, I confuse myself so often. I am just now realizing how much I confuse myself. Listen, if it works, it works. Don't fix what ain't broke. Well, actually, it was broken, though. And it didn't work. No, it's perfectly fine to distract me. I don't really care. If you read the pinned comment, I am just doing this to chill, really. It's for fun. I like to get to talk to people who like my stuff. So yeah. Now we figure out what I'm doing. That's right. I'm going to make another custom block. If you ever watch me code, you'll notice I make a lot of custom blocks. Make ball. Okay. Make ball will make a ball at 0, 0, and it will do stuff with it. So yeah. So we are going to add 0, 0 to balls X and balls Y. And we are going to add 0, 0 to ball X movement and ball Y movement. I don't believe I clicked it yet, but I guess it thought I did. Oh, and now I need to add code to make sure it deletes everything in that list whenever the code starts. That's fun. Delete all of that, delete all of that, delete all of that, and delete all of that. There. Oh, but that's... Oh, frick! 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 Ah! I did not mean to do that. Whew. I could have made that very bad. And also, yes, you're right. A bunch of functions makes everything so much easier. But if you don't know what I just did, I just made like over 1,000,000 balls in the code of this. Why is it not saving? Why is it not saving? Oh my gosh. Why is it not saving? Excuse me for a moment. Oh, oh, I'm gonna check the stream quality, make sure that that's not affecting the stream at all. My Wi-Fi is apparently going to absolute crap. Please save. I would really appreciate it if you would. I'll just download it. I'll just download it for now. It is basically the same thing, just it keeps it on my computer. So I think you made too many list items for the scratch limit. No, all those are deleted. Don't worry. I think it's just my Wi-Fi. Oh, oh. Maybe they weren't deleted. Yeah, that could have been the issue. That may or may not have been the issue. Uh, I guess there is a third view. This is weird with something YouTube just does, but YouTube will occasionally just claim there's an extra viewer, and that extra viewer just never does anything. They just kind of sit there if they're watching at all. I don't know. No offense to anyone if they're actually watching this, besides the person who's chatting. Oh, well, they left, so I they got too offended. Anyways, yeah, that could have been the issue. Just possibly. Anyways, now we need to add more to the calculate physics thing. We have the rendering system, now we just need to get the physics system. So let's create a variable called gravity. And we will set gravity to, let's just say 1 at the very beginning. What do you mean? Oh, they left. That's what I meant by. Also, the same issue happens, but in reverse, by the way. You might notice that it says I have 1 viewer right now, but I already know that's false, because you're watching and I'm watching on my own phone. So... There we go. Oh, this is gonna go very wrong if I... We're going to do some codes real quick. We're going to change this. And stuff. Actually, I'm going to start off with Y. With the Y movement and all that. Bloop. Doop. Eh. There we go. Oh, come on. Now, if I run this right now, this is... Yeah, YouTube says you left. Now, if I run this right now, this would go very poorly, again, because the variable would become very big very quickly. Like this. Now we shall check the What? This is weird. Also, valid. It took me a while to be able to talk so cleanly in my videos. And typically, when I'm making shorts, I have to do multiple takes because otherwise, I'll make a mistake when I'm speaking and stuff will all go to crap because the video will become too long and stuff just won't know. Also, you might notice me say a lot. I'm trying to get better at that. So why isn't this... Oh, because I'm not ever actually running the calculate physics in here. And oh, I forgot. That means it goes up, not down. Oopsies. Oopsie poopsies. We're just going to... Oh, you just like can't talk when you're record. That's weird. You're weird. No, I'm joking. No, it's perfectly fine. Obviously, a lot of people can be very awkward with their voice. I know people. Yeah, I know saying a lot is normal. I forgot to mention this. The chat latency is pretty high. I would turn it down, but I can't exactly turn it down after I start the stream. So, I will be answering your questions a tad bit late, or responding to what you say a bit later than when you actually say it. So yeah. Anyways, now we need to make the ball bounce somehow. Now how do I do that? Okay, now here's the issue. For the ball to bounce, my goal is to find the normal vector between the position of where the ball bounced and... Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. It's complicated. Okay, we'll get this working eventually. Here, for now I'm just going to use a like script to detect whether or not it's touching the collision box. Where is it? That's right, it's in sensing, not there. Normal vector like normal vector jump scare. Oh, don't worry. I have to deal with that a lot with other stuff. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you ever got to see this. I'm calling this Spaghetti the code. Not Spaghetti the code. Spaghetti the bug. Uh, I don't know why this happens, and don't try asking me why this happens. Because as I said, I don't know. Actually, while we're here, I might as well ask you for a tad bit of help. Because you might be more knowledgeable of this stuff than I am. This is... There we go. It's down here. I decided to... Yeah, that's a fair reaction. I decided to change the way that this stuff happens. Like, whenever I change the Y or X position, I decided to make it to where whenever the lines are rendered, they are instead rendered piece by piece instead of one straight line. And for some reason, the math ain't mathing properly, because then this happens. This right here just gives me a negative or positive value, depending on if the X position is positive or negative. This right here is supposed to give me the amount that this moves by. If this moves by 1, that is. But that doesn't exactly happen. Actually, wait a second. I mean, it's better, kind of. Oh, there we go. It... Oh. Yeah, this is painful to look at. Oh, actually, you want to see the worst bug out of this entire thing? Watch my frame rate. and my turning direction. My brain ain't brainy. Let me look closer. Sorry. Basically, what I'm trying to do is instead of drawing the line immediately from one point to another point, I'm trying to have it go bit by bit so I can individually detect if the line is off the screen at any point. Now that I think about it, there's a much better way of doing this. That would be more, like, less choppy in the way that the lines are drawn. I see. Kind of. I don't know. Well, either way, I don't want to fix that right now. I'm lazy. So, I'm just gonna. We're back here now. We are back in the calm, not completely bugged stuff. Yeah, if it is touching this at any point, then I want to set this list item to be that list item but inverted. Oh, sorry. I may or may not have. Yeah, I don't know. If you could tell, I don't know. I honestly at this point I don't care anymore. It's math ain't mathing for me anymore at this point. Okay, anyways. Nope, that did not work. Oh, that's why. That is not why. Oh, I know that. I know why. There we go. Never mind, I do not know why. Oh, that's fun to not know your account. Hey, look! It's bouncing! Is it actually, like, slowly getting lower to the ground? Oh, gosh. Okay, well, at least now I know why that happens. I think. Possibly. We're just going to... Yeah, I could share the project, and yeah. Yeah, I know there's clipping. I can fix that. It's pretty simple. So instead what we're going to do is we are going to change the Y position by 1, and we're going to repeat that uh by that many, yeah. So now, oh, that's right. I have an idea on how to fix it. We take this, we do a bit of this, we do that, and we do a bit of that, and voila. That did not work at all. Oh. So, maybe if I just... Wait a second. Oh my gosh, I'm very dumb sometimes. My gosh. Oh, it almost worked. Oh, wait. Huh. Okay, so that does not work. Yeah, I'm trying to find the exact point that touches the wall by moving very slowly, but just like here. Something very simple that is the case with a lot of programs and stuff. When something moves at a different speed, it is moving like gaps at a time. If it's going fast enough, it could just skip over some stuff and not be able to, and it just gets stuck inside stuff. Uh, yeah, physics. Yeah, you can definitely see how much it goes inside of there, and then it just gets stuck. Okay, now though, let's try to fix that. Alright, so what we're currently having it do is we're having it go to that position, but what we instead need to have it do is move step by step to that position. So how am I... Crap, okay. Yeah, the... Pure math, really? I don't like that math, though. I don't like the math. Also, I don't think it's the Boolean that's at fault. It's because it's moving in gaps. It's going inside of the object, then when it goes back up, it is still inside of the object. Oh. For some reason, my brain is not braining at how I'm supposed to do this. I don't know why. Here, let me try something. Oh, wait, I have a genius idea. I'm going to have to go back a tad bit. So what I've been doing is very dumb. We need to take the current position and subtract it by the position we're trying to get to, so we can get the difference between the two positions. Smart. And I have no idea why I was doing this like this before. I am very dumb. Yeah. That did not work. Frick, what did I do? What I want to do is just get basic collision working. I want to be able to detect if something is touching each other at the right time. Just no matter what, I'm going to have to do what I'm doing right now eventually, so I might as well get it out of the way, is what I'm doing. So, yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, here, we'll remove that for now as well. Why? That's what I'm doing. I'm rendering them with the ball tool. I I mean the pen tool. I'm just stamping. I could just... That's right, you are correct, actually. I could just... Yeah, it does the exact same thing. No, the issue is not. I don't really know how to explain this. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's very difficult to tell. Here, what if I just there? Oh, that did not work. There. Let's see. Oh, that was interesting. I don't know what happened there. Although I think I can take a guess on why that happened. Yeah, I. Gosh darn it. I never had this much struggles with the other. Oh, wait, that's right. Well, this isn't the same type of system I'm doing. In this system, I did quite a lot of different things. Well, I don't know how to find the point of. I'm too dumb to do the raw math. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm too dumb to do the raw math. I don't know how to. You want to let me think. Just how would I do that? Yeah, how would I even do that raw math wise? I exactly. So I don't know how. Okay, I. Oh, that's right. I remember now how to do that. I hate coordinate projection math. Yeah, we can start a new project. Fine. Why not? There. There. Okay, yeah, this will be a bit slow. I don't care if there's a new extension, Scratch. I've already seen that. Yeah. You can show me how to do it this way. Maybe I can incorporate it into what I was doing. I don't know. Okay. Makes sense. I could probably just replicate this with the pen instead. Yeah, I'll just have a tiny little thing. This is actually no. If we're not going to do normal collision, then might as well not use that. I mean, like if we're going to do normal collision using math. Okay. So we want to set the pen size to like 20. Oh, also, I see what you're saying about the previous thing. Oh. I don't know. I don't actually know how efficient that stuff is ever, but hmm. Yeah. Alright. Then I can pin up. I can say like when I receive render. I don't know. I like having a bunch of sprites that I can click on individually that have different purposes, or I don't know. That was a variable, not okay. Sure. I guess I can try that. Actually, yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, because then that keeps everything in sync. So everything that happens, you'll know exactly how like often it happens. I see what you mean now. I'm starting to understand you. Sorry, I am still coughing. Well, you don't have to be so mean about it. No, I'm joking. I don't really care about having the whole loop and stuff here for now. It'll say 0, 0. There. Okay. This will be just for rendering and all that. When I receive calculate, then we'll replace stuff. Yep. Wait, what do I? What are they? That's right. No. Yeah. I'm smart. Yeah. Ball X and ball Y with item 1 of. No, wait. You shall have a list for radius and multiple radiuses. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Radiuses. We'll just do it like that. I'm gonna take off this bracelet. It's getting annoying. Oh, and I just threw it behind my. Oops. I'll have fun getting that back later, I guess. Yeah, okay, so now we can do all this stuff. We'll go back here, we'll calculate and render. There. So now it just renders a ball. Peak variable naming. Yeah. Alright, anyways, what was I? That's right, gravity. We need gravity. Gravity. I like to be very specific with my variables, if you couldn't tell. Wait, why did I just... Never mind. Oh, that's it. Huh. Oh, because there's nothing in velocities! Alright, anyways. Okay, then your physics event for each ball, test for each other. Okay, so what you're saying is have two balls. Also, I know how to do Pythagorean. That stuff's easy. Very easy. Actually, I have a better idea for what I'm going to do for this beginning testing. I'm going to have the gravity pull it to the center of the screen. So instead of changing the Y, I'm going to take gravity. Okay. We are going to do it to like this. Aha! I am mathematics. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try offsetting the ball position for this. Oh, that's right. I'm never erasing anything. Erase all. Oh, that's right. I never did this for balls, like for the ball's velocity on the x-axis. Here, we'll just change the y for now to 20. Oh, why isn't it changing the... Oh, it's because it's 0 times gravity, which is just 0. 1 minus 0. Like if 20... Wait, what? Yeah, that's correct. One second, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read some of the stuff you said before. If so, oh, so you're just trying to find the distance of them. If the distance between the two balls is greater, then that means that they had the collision. Okay, but that's not all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to find the collision between two balls. I also want to have an environment of stuff. It's going to be hard not to laugh during this explanation. Why laugh? Okay, I see what you're saying. It's just when I get to more complicated shapes, that like other primitives, yeah, that's gonna be a bit more complicated. Actually, hey, wait a second. I'm stupid. My entire plan, I was never going to actually use any solid. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, this is 0 minus this. This should just give us a negative version of this, but that equals 0. But I see. Also, this is 0 divided by 0. I just now realized. Oh, I see. Why is that humor, though, always oddly funny, though? Like, yes, it is mildly inappropriate humor, but you have to admit it's pretty funny. Okay. So, what if we just keep the velocity at, like, 1 to start? Oh. Wait, what the crap am I doing? Oh, what? Oh. I honestly forgot what I was doing. No, yeah, this is still this. I can be a tad bit stupid sometimes. Everyone can be a bit stupid at times, though, is the thing. Wait, what am I doing? My gosh. Yeah, this is literally just what I started. No, I'm correct. I could just have it at 0, 0, but I don't know. I refuse. No. Let's see. Yeah, so technically this is correct, but I have to take the x position of the ball into this equation somehow. Scratch is pretty fine when it comes to doing stuff with 0. Fine. I'll just do collision detection, I guess, then. I guess. I don't know. Here, one second. I Without this though, never mind. I'll just so I'll have it go to that point, and oh, that's actually going to be an issue. I have to manually check every single ball. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to do the whole pre-rendering and then running the simulation as a visual thing, or like pre-simulation stuff. Then I'll do rendering separately. Fine, I'll replace the gravity. I just wanted to have it where the balls could fly at the center to actually see if they would make contact with each other. But okay. Fine, fine. Finally, fine. Yay, the ball goes down now. Okay. So we're setting gravity to that. Whenever the ball moves, we want to detect if the we want to manually, I guess, go through every single item in the list, which I feel like that's going to be very inefficient, though. Okay, I'm actually just going to do this in the other stuff, because I already have a bunch of the stuff set up in that one. I really hope it clicked on the correct thing. It did not click on the correct thing. Alright, we'll just boop, and we will put all of this in here. Then we will take all of this out. We will take that out. And yeah, that's all we want here. Then we'll have, yes, as I wish, because I am the person coding this. We're going to have render. Then we'll have calculate. That's right then. There. Okay. So this should. Oh wait, why is it not? Alright, so if I receive calculate, I will calculate the physics, and when I receive render, I will render the balls. But currently, where are the balls? Oh. Oh, I see. I see. Ahem. We are going to add a small bit of weight here. Or we can just have broadcast make a ball. I can just. Oh my gosh. Make a ball. There we go. Oh gosh. I forgot I need to delete everything first before I do that stuff. There we go. Yeah, now we have. Oh gosh. This is lovely. I love this so much. Oh, that's starting to lag. Let's not do that anymore. We will keep it just like this now. Okay, now I don't remember what I was doing besides that now. What were we doing? That's right, we have gravity with all that. We're trying to detect collision between another ball. Let's create the. It's fine. It just takes me. I just have to go back and read through. An issue I have is uh, I skim stuff a lot. Like, what I'll do is I'll just go like, first thing is the what? Then I'll have to go back and I'll have to reread it. Like, first thing I do is make sure the pen size corresponds to the radius. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Radius is. Radius is. Yes. Very, very creative. Okay, I'll go through and I'll read that stuff. Oh, wait, actually, one second. I'm going to edit this. Or, there. And we will add the radius to radiuses. There we go. Oh, that's all happening after that for some reason. There we go. Okay, now I will read that. Why not also add that, you might ask? Good question. There. This would be so much more peak if you could use your computer. Agreed. But unfortunately, apparently you can't, because it's 11 p.m. That must suck. Alright, that appears to be perfectly fine. What if I set the Y speed to like 100 just to start? Oh, that's right, I haven't set up roof collisions. I forgot about that. Oh, that's right, actually I haven't set up either of them. Wait. That's right, there's no bouncing at all yet. What if I just... Ooh, that's satisfying. Boing. That's oddly satisfying. Anyways, making the pen side. Nice. You're right. I would also do that. I just didn't want to do that right now. Because I have to go back manually and rename all these to different things. Alright, first one I usually do as X pose, then Y pose, then X velocity, Y velocity, and then I would do radius. There. There we go. We have done it. We have we have completed our engine already. There. Voila. Anyways, no. We're not going to do that. Uh, what was I going to do again? That's right, we were trying to figure out collision with other balls and stuff. Uh, that's right. We want to make, I guess, 2 balls then. Oh. Interesting. Why did it only make 1? I don't actually remember. I think it was the radius, though. Here, I'll look it up. We can just does maybe I should do this in a different tab so I don't reveal my search history. I'm going to do this in a different tab. Does what was it called? That's right. Does the pen size in Scratch set diameter or radius? Okay, so it sets the diameter, so we want to set it to half of that. Also, no, don't worry. Nothing I search up is like inappropriate. It's the fact I don't want to dox myself because I do look stuff up occasionally that involves where I do live. Huh? What? No, in order to get the diameter, we want to divide. Oh, wait, you're correct. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm a tad bit dumb. There we go. Oh, that's a lot bigger than I ever thought it was going to be. So we shall turn that size down a tad bit. There we go. Okay, so now we need to actually get collision. Like actual collision detection. So we want to manually create 2 of those. Uh, uh, Alright, wait, why did I delete both of them? Separate rendering and physics in different events. Okay, sure, I guess, why not? Oh, well, I'd recommend you clean things up in multiple events first. What? I don't know what you meant by that. Yeah, I was quite confused for a moment. Yeah, currently rendering is its own thing. Because yeah, that's the same thing. It's just. Anyways, so what we're going to do now is just detect if stuff is colliding or not, I guess. Yeah. I don't know why I am so tired today. Oh, here, wait. There we go. Oh, wait, that was X. There we go. I do get the idea. There we go. So now we can see that, and just to make sure the collision does work, we'll set it off to the side as well slightly, so we can see just how the ball bounces in that specific circumstance. So yeah. Yeah, so once we do all this movement stuff, we then want to manually go through everything. We want to, I guess, make another index variable. Let's do ball collision index. Yay! We'll clean things up further later. You are correct. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, idea. If, then we'll put an if inside of that. Does not equal itself. So, wrong button. Oh, wait, that's right. I can just. There we go. There. Honestly, I've misspelled wheel as well so many times, I can just tell most of the time. Valid. I just now realized, because I'm doing things so differently, I don't need multiple indexes. Unless I have multiple indexes like this. But yeah. Okay, anyways, as I was... Actually, here, wait, I think this is going to cause some issues with movement and stuff. No, we just want to do this before we do all of the movement and stuff. Alright. Sorry. Anyways, I keep getting very off track from what I'm doing and then lose my train of thought. We want to repeat by the length of balls. Yeah, I'm already know not to check for the exact same ball itself. I'm smarter than that. I've made that mistake enough times to know what not to do. Yeah, right now we do not care about the optimization. We just care about making sure everything works at all. Okay. Uh that's right. Okay. So Pythagorean theorem, yay. So we want to take one exposition subtracted by the other. Then we need to multiply it by itself. Then we add that with the y. Yeah. This is going to be a very long equation. Okay, so this would be yeah, we're just gonna do something like this. Yeah, index. Wait, what was I doing? That's right. Then we do this. Yeah, I think that's correct. Now we do that again, but for the y. That was the wrong list. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I believe this is the correct equation. I think I've done this enough to know how to do it properly. I've had to do some very long distance-based equations before. Okay. So if... Oh. We'll just say less than... Ah. Where am I? There I am. Oh, yeah. For stuff like distance, I feel like it would have been nice to have an operator for that, but... Oh, that's right. I did forget to root. Thank you for reminding me. That would have gone very poorly. Oh, and that makes it a lot easier to drag around, actually, as well. Because now we can just drag it by here. Yay! Now I need to do item 1. There. Then I'll just have it say collide for now. Ah. That's... So now why is that the case? So this is 25. Here, we'll just, for testing purposes, we'll just set these for now. True. What? Yeah. Here, I can zoom out a tad bit. Oh, well, that's not... This is why I typically like doing stuff in separate operations, because it just makes this stuff easier. Here, let's do variables for this. We'll have a variable named... What was I saying? That's right, because we're kind of assuming one of them is 0, 0, and the other is the one offset from that. No, I am setting the index to 1, just, I'm just doing it manually right now for testing purposes. Interesting. This is quite interesting. Weird. Very weird. Oh, wait. It's because I have it as greater than. That is still very weird. Okay. So, it appears to still not work. For some reason. So yeah, that's false. This is true. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's because I think they're constantly falling. Okay, one second. If not touching. Yeah. Actually, what? No, here, look. I think I got it. Never mind. Oh, wait, that's. I never put the operation back. And yeah, it is hidden, so. We will unhide it for now, I guess. Oh, it's colliding it's saying it's collided before they end up touching. I'm going to have to say it for like a very small amount of time. Oh. It thinks it's touching the edge right now. One second, look. One second. Oh, I think it has to do with the fact that all of this is offset, I think. I don't know. It is, I think, or not. What? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, they're just too close together, naturally. They're just too close together. Yeah, the balls are just too close together in the beginning there. Here, I'll fix that eventually. But here, I want to try this for now. Oh, now they don't register that they've collided. This is weird. Oh, because it's still moving by the velocity. There we go. I fixed it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I have a Scrax extension installed, or at least I had one installed. I don't know if it works anymore. That allows me to Ugh. That allows me to work on projects with people. Here, look, I got it to work. What the fr? Yeah, it's a thing for like cooperative coding with other people. I don't know. It's weird. I did not know that was a thing. It's probably a good thing that it isn't on here for some reason. I know it just wasn't working for a good while. Hmm. Weird. Yeah, there's probably a pretty high chance of that happening. So why is this affecting both of them? Oh, it's because it's not moving at all. Okay, I'm a tad bit uh not being smart right now. I'm trying my hardest not to say stupid. Yay, it works now. Well, if you're saying it's almost near midnight, I don't like to uh give out like my current time. I've made it very difficult for people to figure out what time zone I'm actually in. Uh I just considering the fact that it's almost midnight for you at 3, like I don't know. It's then I'm thinking we can try something at like 7 for you. So 7 for you would be what for me? So that's 5 hours ago. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I don't. I'm thinking somewhere around like 7 for you, because 7 for you seems like a pretty like 7 at night, not in the morning. 7 at night. Oh, but tomorrow I was thinking more of the weekends when I'm fully free. Weekdays I am not free at all. At any time that would be good for you. Here, sorry, I'm gonna actually continue coding for a moment. Yeah, so now we can detect collision. I want to stop the project the second they collide. Interesting. What if we do calculations before rendering? I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking the weekends. Weekdays will not work for me because of the time zone difference. You don't know how big of a difference it is for me. Yeah, okay. Well, collisions at least like being able to be detected and all that. So now we want it to bounce once it detects a collision, which means we need to find vectors. Oh yeah, vector. This is gonna be fun. perfectly fun. Nothing could go wrong. Okay, so if I'm correct, I just need to find the cross vector between, not the cross vector, I just need to find the vector between the middle of the two circles, then take a line in between that, the normal vector, and just bounce it in that direction. So going this way, it would bounce off to the side like that. Okay, sorry, you should go sleep. Goodbye. I should probably take a break. I've been streaming for how long now? Well, according to that, only an hour, but according to my YouTube systems in the background, I have been streaming for about an hour and 40 minutes, I think. Yeah, okay, well, goodbye. I probably won't stream too often. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Okay, let's figure this out now. So we need to find the distance between those 2 points, which is very simple. It's just this. Or no, not distance. We need to find the uh just like vectors. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the circle that first detects the collision. Do the math for the collision. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to calculate all of this stuff first. Then outside of that, there we go. We want it to repeat various times. This is unfortunately a very bad way of doing this, but I think it's the only way to do this without getting the collisions incorrect. Hey, wait a second. Why does it just stop anyways? It just stops when that hits the ground. Oh, it's because I'm never changing this anymore. Or maybe it's not that case. Huh. It has to do with this. No. Weird. How? Oh, I figured out why. It's because I'm a moron. What idiotic imbecile and do such a idiotic and imbecilic thing? Yeah, okay. That feels like a very accurate detection of when they're colliding. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to find the vector. So we want to set the vector x and vector y. So vector, yeah, collision vector x. Without the other guy here to help me because I am quite dumb, apparently. This is going to be a lot more difficult to do. Okay, so we want to take the two different y positions, x positions, and now y positions. And we must find our vector. There. Okay, so now we have our vector stuff. Five 12. Okay, cool. Cool. So the x for it is 5, which and negative 12. Okay, so this appears to be from the small ball to the big ball, which is correct. Now, if we were to swap around this stuff, now it's from the big ball to the small ball. Good to know. So now once we calculate that, now we need to find the cross vectors. I think. I don't remember. I need to find the normal vector, I mean. Which I heard is just a dot product. But I don't know how that would work. Here, let me look it up. Here to find a normal vector. A normal vector. I believe I'm doing this incorrectly. Not the normal vector. I'm trying to find a line between that line. How to find a line that is perpendicular to a vector. Find a new vector that's dot product of 0 with the original vector. In 2D, if the original vector is a b, perpendicular vectors minus ba or b minus a. So a perpendicular vector of this would be, okay. So we have our collision vector, but then to find the cross vector of that would be very simple. We just have to do some rotating. That's right, we just have to do a 90-degree rotation. I learned this in school. I'm brilliant. Vector x. Cross vector y. Okay, so now what we do is we swap these around. And how do I do this exactly? Which way would cause it to bounce that way? We have to change the x value by a certain amount. I think I know how to do this. So now we have 12, 5, which from this ball would be... Here, let's show this for a moment. Let's go to 5 and 12. Oh, that's all the way up there. Okay, offset by the ball's position, which is negative 171. So that's negative 166. And for that, it would just be... Oh, just 12. Because the x is 0. Well, wait, that's not correct. I don't think. Yeah, no, that's not correct. It would have to be the y that's inverted. Yeah, the y would be inverted. Negative 176. And... Wait, what? That feels a bit too straight down. No, yeah, I think it is the x that needs to be flipped, right? Do either of them need to be flipped? No, wait, it's because I think I'm doing this wrong. We're just doing a 90-degree rotation, so we just have to do this. So this would be negative 171, and if we change that by positive 12, we have that, then we have negative 5, I think. I don't even know anymore. No, it would just be 5. So no, we have to flip that. I'm confusing my brain so much for some reason. I don't know why this is confuzzling my brain so much, but it is. It's breaking my brain. My brain cannot handle the pain of this all. What if I replace the x and y movements of this ball with all of this instead? Then we'll get to see it all happen in real time. Yes. Well, that's definitely not correct. It should have bounced off to the side. That's why we can test. Testing is everything, you know. Oh, I'm not actually changing these. Oopsies. Too sharp downwards. That feels even sharper now. But if we swap that around... Oh, that's not correct. Yes! Wait, actually, one second. No, because we're just setting the value. We aren't changing the actual balancing. Mother fricker! Also, I just now realized I've had my chat closed for a while. No one's probably said anything, though. Yeah. Okay, well... Then let's see. Yeah, so we have the plane that the ball is bouncing on. So now we just need to figure out how to use that plane to make it do things correctly. You know, like mathematics. This is just for testing, by the way. So supposedly this is how we find that cross vector, that perpendicular vector. Interesting, I think. Alright, well, I already know that they're perpendicular. Sorry, a lot of the stuff I do is just Googling. So n divided by its magnitude, that would just give us the... Huh, that's weird. My brain is not braining, and math tis not mathing. Okay, this is probably very boring for anyone who decided they wanted to watch this. So I'm just going to end the stream. So yeah, I'll see everyone later. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Uh, I'm quite tired. But yes, goodbye, everybody. I shall see you another time.